There are countless lies about the Philippines by other expat vloggers, but the biggest lie, by far, is that women are traditional and conservative. Here are 10 reasons why that is not true. 10 reasons why Filipina are not traditional and far from conservative. Number 1. Too many single mothers. How is a country that's supposed to have women who are traditional and value a family have so many single mothers? I thought that you could not have sex before marriage. What happened to that? Why are there so many women with children, multiple children by multiple men? There is no secret. It's stats and facts and the truth. There is no denying it or running away from it. There's nothing wrong with being a single mother if things go south, or you break up due to a divorce or a bad marriage or abuse. But there is something wrong when it happens at such a young age, early as 10, 14, 12, 13, before they're even 18 years old. So many single mothers living in poverty and not being able to educate or properly feed their kids. These are not the type of women you want to prioritize. Number 2, sex before marriage. It goes hand in hand with number 1. Marriage is a sacred thing. It doesn't make sense for these women to have babies before marriage. If they are conservative and traditional, in conservative and religious cultures, especially predominantly Catholic Philippines, sex before marriage is discouraged. So, why is the modern Filipina engaging in premarital relationships and sex before marriage? This also increases the chance of HIV and STD, and so many of these cases are on the rise all over the Philippines. Number 3, dating openly. Traditionally speaking, courtship in the Philippines followed strict customs and was often done privately or under parental supervision. But these days, women are far more likely to date openly and make their own relationship choices. And it challenges the traditional Filipina saying. It does not exist. Women date openly. You can see them everywhere with foreign men. Large age gaps and people that look like they're just barely over 18 years old hanging around with men that are twice their age or 3 times old enough to be their fathers. Do not get me wrong, I don't care. I do like younger women myself, but the point is, it goes against traditional women values, dating openly with multiple men, going on multiple dates every single week, meeting multiple men online from different countries, trying to better the chances of having more given to them. Number 4, far too many LGBT population. The increasing visibility of the LGBT community in the Philippines is seen by many people as a departure from traditional values. Conservative views often emphasize heteronormative relationships, so the acceptance and the prominence of the LGBT plus community is definitely not traditional or considered conservative in any way. These men dressed as women are everywhere in the Philippines. I often argue I see more in the Philippines than other Asian countries, surprisingly, because they are scattered all over the place. Not just at the bars or the club or the massage parlors, but regular jobs in the customer service industry. They are accepted and seen everywhere, and that is far from being traditional. Number 5, lying is completely accepted and normal. Filipinos do not adhere to traditional values of honesty and integrity. Typically, the ones that you will meet online have no morals. All they care about is money. They lie often, from the smallest things to the major things. I've mentioned this before. Number 6, too many scams. Scams and deceitful behavior in the Philippines is a norm. It's a cultural behavior that has become a phenomenon in today's dating scene. How many stories must we read and tell you before you realize that lying, scamming, and cheating men out of lots and lots of money is considered normal and a badge of honor for so many people? Traditional women do not partake in these types of behaviors and scams or these schemes to withdraw money from men. No, they prioritize family and love first. These women do not prioritize that at all. Despite what other vloggers will have you believe, these people cannot be trusted. Simple as that. Number 7, drinking, gambling, and other sins. Traditional Filipino values are rooted in Catholicism, frown upon vices like drinking and gambling. However, modern Filipina women are increasingly seen participating in these activities, which departs from the conservative moral expectations. And don't forget, when I say conservative, I do not mean politically. I do not care about that. I am talking about the type of women that you have in mind. Someone that values love and family and that is honest and is by your side. These type of women are far gone because of online dating. Definitely the money that comes in through remittances from abroad. That's a different story. Number 8, Filipino women work while Filipino men stay in the house. There is a significant shift in gender roles in the Philippines, with more women becoming breadwinners while men oftentimes stay at home while they drink and gamble the money that their girlfriend brings in, as she scams you and cheats you and takes money from you and funnels it off to her husband or boyfriend that is a local Filipino, which then gambles it or drinks it away all day. This role reversal challenges the traditional setup where men are often the primary providers and women were homemakers. That does not apply anymore. Many of these women go abroad for 10, 20 years and live in these Middle Eastern countries or other Western countries and send money back home to try to build a home and a house. Oftentimes they date regularly, they meet men all the time and try to get as much money as possible. Number 9, they are on social media shaking their butts, bikini all accepted. It's normal. Social media has given women more visibility, and the acceptance of wearing bikinis or dancing provocatively online is definitely a deviation from traditional modesty. In the past, Filipino women were expected to dress conservatively and avoid being overly exposed in public. These days, they follow these TikTok trends, Instagram trends, Facebook trends, YouTube trends, and how many live streams do you see now from Filipino women asking for money from men by simply doing their morning routine, washing their hair, taking a shower outside in the garden, or pretending to cook with a very low top? This is considered normal now. Number 10, unlike other Asian countries, Filipino women do not wear traditional clothes. Traditional clothing is often worn only on special occasions. Many Filipinas today dress in modern, westernized clothing, which some might see as departure from traditional conservative fashion norms, and by some I mean me. When you go to Vietnam, when you go to Thailand, Cambodia, Myanmar, anywhere in Southeast Asia, Korea, definitely Japan even, though they are not in Southeast Asia, these women have pride in their customs, in their traditions, in their culture. They wear traditional clothing often, even on a first date, or you can see them in the malls, outside, anytime, not just during temple or prayer or festivals. Women wear traditional clothing because they are traditional and conservative, unlike the Filipinas that we see in today's society. I am sick and tired of seeing messages and comments from men saying, well, my wife and I have been together for 20 years. I do not care about your wife and how you met her 2 decades ago. I'm talking about now, today, in this modern age of social media. These women have changed. Why do you think Filipinos are no longer traditional? Or do you agree that this is the biggest lie about the Philippines? Communicate and write your comment in the comment section of this video. Yesterday's best comment is from Ronnie with a $2 super thanks to the channel. Thanks! Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate the support. The next best comment is from Gecko in regards to the previous video of 10 truths about Filipino women. Gecko says, the most boggling factor is how they know how to lay down the charm thick, heavy, and fast. At the start, she will meet you at the airport, making sure you don't escape. She will take you to meet her family, who will put on the most elaborate spread of food you will ever see, while making it obvious they can't really afford this. They will spend hours manicuring your fingers and toenails. They will take you clothes shopping and dress you like a 20-year-old, tell you how guapo and handsome you look. She will go see bands and karaoke with you and be the coolest chick at the party. All this until one way or another you are committed, marriage, pregnancy, or an investment. Then the real side comes out. No more manicures, jealous, rages about non-existent girlfriends, whining for more money for herself or her family, stealing from you at any opportunity, making you hire her relatives or friends to help out around the house, prop up her status. If she picks you up at the airport, it's in a minibus with her whole family, and you are paying for everyone's lunch, plus the new TV she's decided is a must-have once-in-a-lifetime bargain. The worst comment is from Last Chance Shiny Things. Why you there? Guess my Filipino wife of over 10 years, now in Texas, is still desperate? She's studying to be a nurse and speaks 3 languages fluently. She's 37 and looks 17. I think you got your heart broken. Why else so much hate for the Filipino people? You have some points, but when you say things like 99%, you are just completely full of shite. These are the type of comments I'm referring to. Someone who met his wife probably closer to 15 years ago, if they're married for 10, does not have a single clue how relationships work in the Philippines today. Furthermore, she's studying hard because she wants to get away from you or take half your stuff and leave you immediately. You think she looks 17 and still interested in you? Good luck. Message me when the reality hits and she leaves you. Thanks for watching. God bless.